Assalamualaikum everyone. Today our group will present to you about the group assignment technical analysis of financial market.
Today, making smart investment decision is not just about luck. Investor need reliable and timely data to reduce risk. That's where technical analysis help by reading stock chart and spotting a signal to buy, hold or sell. For this FIN562 assignment, we analyze 5 companies which is Kim Long Resource, Hong Leong, Hapsang, Gas Malaysia and Casberg. So we use 5 technical indicators like SMA, Bollinger Band, RSI, Stochastic Oscillator and MACD. So this project start with each company's background followed by technical analysis using a real stock chart, and it helps us understand market trend better and apply what we learn to real world investing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sabila binti Sahrim. So now I will present to you the first chosen company, which is Kim Long Resources Berhad. Firstly, we will start with the company background. Kim Long Resources Berhad is a Malaysian public listed plantation company on the main market of Bursa Malaysia since 2000 that mainly focuses on planting oil palm and producing palm oil. The company began its journey in 1967 under the name Syarikat Kim Long Sdn Berhad as a small rubber plantation business in Johor. The company also built and operates several palm oil mills which are located in Johor and Sabah. It helped to process fresh fruit bunches into crude palm oil and palm kernel oil. The company are divided into 2 business activities, which are plantation and mining operations. The stock name of the company is KM Long with the code 5027. Next, we will move to the performance comparison and trend analysis. So basically, the chart figure above is the performance comparison between Kim Long Resources Berhad and FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI. Based on the performance, KM Long recorded a positive 13.95% year-to-date gain, while the KLCI declined by negative 5.65% in the same period. This clearly shows that KM Long outperformed the KLCI benchmark. As you can see, KM Long's price trend consistently stayed above the KLCI's downward slope. Based on the several news from the given period, KM Long is in good performance because the plantation sector was stable and its management continued to operate well despite the challenges in the overall market. This shows that KM Long was stronger than the market benchmark during this period. The second figure shows KM Long daily price movement with primary and secondary trend lines. The current primary trend for KM Long is a downward trend which formed by a series of lower hikes, and it is started on early December up to recent date. The trend is downward because the stock has been unable to break the previous high levels. This shows the seller's strength in the market. Within the primary trend line, there are some secondary trend lines which are an opposite trend of the primary trend. So in the figure, we can see there are 2 secondary trend lines shown by purple line in March 2025 and April till May 2025. Now we will move on to the important part of the assignment, which is we choose 5 indicators to be applied on our chosen company. The first technical overlay indicators we choose is simple moving average. The figure shows the chart of KM Long daily price movement with simple moving average indicator over the past year. As of date 13 June 2035, the value of moving average line is RM2.25 and the price is RM2.24. The price is slightly below the SMA line. It shows the selling pressure and a bearish signals in the short term. Hence, the decision for existing investor is to sell their stock to secure their profits and reduce any exposure as the price is below SMA. Meanwhile, the decision for potential investor is to hold, which is to wait before entering because there is no clear upward signal yet. The second technical overlay indicators is Bollinger Bands. The figure shows chart with Bollinger Bands indicator over the past year. As of date 13 June 2025, the value of upper band is RM2.28, the middle band is RM2.25 and the lower band is RM2.22. The current price of KM Long is around RM2.25 to RM2.26, which is close to the middle band and within the Bollinger Bands range. Hence, the price has been stable and in a consolidation phase without a strong trend. So the decision for both existing and potential investor is to hold. For existing investor, no need an immediate need to sell unless the price drops significantly. For potential investor, enter only if the price breaks above RM2.25 with volume for an upward confirmation. Next, we will move to the technical oscillator indicator. The first indicator is relative strength index, which is RSI. The figure shows the chart with RSI indicator over the past year. As of date 13 June 2025, the value of RSI is 52.82 and the RSI base MA is 49.96. RSI at 52.82 is near the mid-level, which is 50, which shows neutral momentum with a slight upward. There is no overbought and oversold condition. It means it is in the sideways movement. The price strength is stable, but the momentum is not strong enough for bullish breakout. Hence, the decision for both existing and potential investor is to hold. The second technical oscillator indicator is stochastic oscillator. The figure shows the chart with stochastic oscillator indicator over the past year. As of 13 June 2025, the percentage K line is 75 and the percentage D line is 62.50. These values are within the range 20 to 18 range, which means the stock is neither overbought nor oversold. The gap between percentage K and percentage D shows momentum is building but not strong enough for a breakout. The stochastic lines are also not crossing each other, which means there is no clear buy or sell signal. Hence, the decision for both existing and potential investors is to hold. The last technical oscillator indicator is moving average convergence divergence (MACD). The figure shows the chart with MACD indicator over the past year. As of date 13 June 2025, the value of MACD line is negative 0.000 and signal line is 0.001. The MACD line is slightly below the signal line, which shows the weak bearish momentum. Since the MACD is near zero, the stock is in consolidation without any clear direction. Hence, the decision for existing investor is sell the stock to secure their profits and reduce any exposure. Avoid holding if the price starts dropping further without any upward signals. Meanwhile, the decision for potential investor is to hold before entering because the market is indecisive with no clear bullish signal. And the summary analysis, Kim Loong Resources Berhad shows a sideways market with mild selling pressure as of date 13 June 2025 across all the 5 technical indicators. Overall, there are 0 buy signal, 2 sell signals and 3 hold signals for existing investor. Meanwhile, potential investor receive a hold on all 5 indicators. Based on the table, the final decision is strong hold for Kim Loong Resources Berhad. The existing investors are advised to maintain their position as there is no clear sign of a strong upward breakout yet. Meanwhile, the potential investor should wait before entering the market and keep monitoring the price action closely for any clear upward signals in the coming days. This approach helps the investor to avoid any unnecessary risk while ready to capture opportunities when the trend direction becomes clearer.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Zaki binti Mak Zaki and I will present about Hong Leong Financial Group Berhad, a financial products company that had been listed to Bursa Malaysia and provided for financial services, business banking and wealth management. Hong Leong Financial Group Berhad is a well-known financial company in Malaysia as many Malaysians use their services. HLFG spread their wings to many Asian countries, which is Singapore, Cambodia and Hong Kong. And HLFG also known as a top-notch company in their services to the customer. For the business activities, I provide 2, which is financial services and property development and investment. And for the stock name of Hong Leong Financial Group Berhad, which is HLFG, and for the stock code is 1082. The one for the sector is based on financial. For the next slides, I will talk about performance comparison and the analysis. For the performance comparison, as we can see in the charts, there's 2 lines, which is purple lines and red lines. For the purple lines, it is a daily movement of HLFG's price, and for the red lines, it indicates the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KSCI lines as the benchmark. Based on the performance, FTSE Bursa Malaysia KSCI recorded minus 5.65%, and HLFG recorded minus 4.99%. It indicates that HLFG outperformed the KSCI benchmark, and we can see the price trend of KSCI is consistently stayed below the downtrend. And for the trend analysis, we can see that there's two primary trend, and there's two secondary trend. And for the primary trend, we can see the downtrend, and for the secondary trend is a vice versa. And for the price movement, for 1 year, the highest price is 20 ringgit 18 cent, and for the lowest price is 15 ringgit 72%. For the next slide, I will explain about simple moving average, which is a well-known indicators. And for the value, moving average line is 16.80 with price 16.64. Indicates that the price did not cross above the 30 SMA line, showing that the existing and potential decision for the traders are to hold, and there's a no signal that breakout could happen. Price stayed above the line and move sideways with the flat movements, and no recent news that influenced the traders to buy or to sell. Next is Bollinger Bands, which is Bollinger Band is one of the easy indicator to use, and it consists of three lines, which is upper, middle, and lower. For the upper, its values is 17.13, for the middle 16.71, and for the lower is 16.28. The decision for traders is a hold, because it indicates that the price is stay in between the upper and lower band, which is no potential overbought or oversold, and there's a sideways movement, and there's no recent news that can influence traders to buy or to sell. We will continue with the technical oscillators indicators, which is the first one is RSI, Relative Strength Index. As you can see, the value of RSI is 46.86, and the RSI on the S&P is 44.26, and for the decision, it is the best to hold for trading. Next is stochastic oscillator, which is one of the popular technical oscillators indicator, and to identify overbought and oversold, it consists of two lines, which is percentage K and percentage D. As of 30 June, we can see that the value of percentage K is 62.86, and for the percentage D, we can see the value is 16. It is the best for traders to decide to hold, because the percentage K and percentage D in between 20 and 18 without any crossover. This indicates that the price is a balance without any extreme movement signals, and traders should wait for confirmation with other indicators if there is a crossover will happen before make decision and avoid the fast signal. For the last indicators, which is moving average conversion divergence, known as MACD, helps to detect the strength, direction, and momentum signals with three interpretation, which is MACD line, signal line, and histogram. In 13 June 2025, the MACD lines are valued as minus 0.064, which is indicates that MACD line has crossed below the signal line, which is minus 0.106, and it indicates that the bearish pressure and the best decision is to sell for the traders, and with a strong confirmation, traders should sell as the trend is weakening or stay away with the downtrend along the lines. For the summary analysis, it shows that Hong Leong Financial Group Berhad shows a downtrend movement with bearish as the signal line appears in one of the five indicators. In the 13 June 2025, to conclude, there are 0 buy signal and 1 sell signal, indicate that 4 hold signal for existing investor. Meanwhile, for the potential investor, there is 0 buy signal, 0 sell signal, and indicates that the 5 hold signals. As we can see in the table, the final decision is strongly to hold for the investor and traders. The existing traders is best to sell, indicates the bearish movement, the bearish momentum in the MACD line as the momentum is weakening, and the best to hold for the rest indicators since there's a no crossover, and observe the trend line as shown in table. And for the best decision for potential traders is to hold and wait and monitor for the next signal and confirmation. It is the best to avoid the false signal.
My name is Nofarisha Adlina binti Muhammad Faizal and my metric number is 2023213498. My company is Hapseng Consolidated Berhad. Hapseng Consolidated Berhad is engaged in the business of plantation, property investment and development, credit financing and trading of fertilizers, automotive, building materials and stone quarries. The company was founded on 24 March 1975 and headquartered in Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur. The company was listed on the main of Bursa Malaysia on 16 November 2007. The company's main activity is plantation and property. The company's stock name is Hapseng with the code 3034. Okay, so the figure 1 shows the comparison of price performance between Hapseng Consolidated Berhad and the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI. The chart indicates a downward trend in Hapseng's company performance. Based on the chart of comparison price performance between Hapseng Consolidated Berhad and FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI from 12 June 2024 to 13 June 2025, it can be concluded that Hapseng Consolidated Berhad is underperforming compared to the KLCI benchmark. The stock experienced a significant price decline during this period. The weak performance is likely due to the company's challenges and issues that are affecting the company's operation. One of the relevant news update on Hapseng Consolidated Berhad is in 27 August 2024. A news titled Hapseng Consolidated Net Profit Declined to 170.13 million in 2024. On the prospect, it said CPO prices are expected to be under pressure, particularly during its high cropping season. And for the trend line, Hapseng Consolidated Berhad market structure is in downtrend movement starting from 12 June 2024 to 13 June 2025. To confirm the downtrend movement, a trend line has to be drawn in the chart. Since the primary trend line is drawn above the price movement, it shows the confirmation that Hapseng is in a bearish market. Secondary trend is the trend line must move against the primary trend. The secondary trend of the company is in an uptrend. So, this is because the fundamental changes in economy such as evolving consumer behavior, demographic changes, or the development of new technology. The first indicator is simple moving average. As of 13 June 2025, the value of the moving average line is 2.74 and the price is 2.56, showing there is no crossover between the price and the 30-day SMA line, suggesting the decision to hold. Since SMA is above the price movement, it shows that the market is in bearish market. No crossover between the price and the 30-day SMA line indicates continued downward momentum with the stock price consistently below the 30-day SMA line. Thus, the existing traders should maintain their position due to the downward movement, and moreover, the potential traders should wait for a valid crossover before buying, which is when price cross above the 30-day SMA line. Next, for the Bollinger Band indicator, as of 13 June 2025, the value of the upper line is 2.88, the middle line is 2.75, and the lower line is 2.62, showing the price stays within the band and moving sideways, suggesting the decision is to hold. The price is moving sideways and indicates low volatility and no breakout confirmation. Thus, the existing traders should maintain their position due to the downward movement. Moreover, the potential traders should wait for a valid breakout confirmation before buying. When the price hug the lower band, then move away. Traders should also avoid buying during sideways movement. For RSI indicator, as of 13 June 2025, the value of RSI is 35.14, showing neutral as neither RSI line crosses above 70 or below 30, suggesting the decision is to hold. The RSI indicator for the last quarter are also showing bearish momentum. No overbought or oversold signal is showing at the moment, and the sideways movement in the price is confirmation to hold. Thus, the existing traders should maintain their position due to the downward movement and no selling signal. Moreover, the potential traders should also wait for a breakout for a valid crossover before buying. For the stochastic oscillator indicator, as of 13 June 2025, the value of %K is 3.23 and %D is 9.01, showing the %K is crossed above %D in oversold zone, suggesting the decision is to buy for potential traders and hold for existing traders. The indicator is showing a bearish momentum and showing movement to the oversold zone and confirmation for the buying signal. Thus, the existing traders should maintain their position due to the downward movement to avoid loss. Moreover, the potential trader can buy because the indicator is showing buying signal. The stochastic line is crossing each other, showing that there is clear buying signal. The last indicator is moving average convergence divergence. On 13 June 2025, the value of MACD is negative 0.020 and the signal is 0.002, showing there is no crossover between the MACD line and price. Making the decision is to hold is advised. Using the MACD indicator, there is a showing of bearish momentum and the potential of moving downward. Thus, the existing traders should maintain their position due to the downward movement. Moreover, the potential trader should wait for a breakout for a valid crossover before buying, which is when MACD line is crossed above the signal line. Hub Seng Consolidated Berhad shows a downward movement and bearish market with one buying signal as of 13 June 2025 across all 5 technical indicators. Overall, there are 0 buying signal, 0 selling signal, and 5 hold signal for decision for existing investor. However, there is 1 buying signal, 0 selling signal, and 4 hold signal for a decision for potential investor. In conclusion, the decision is strong hold for Hub Seng Consolidated Berhad until a clear signal or breakout confirmation occurs in the indicator to help the investor in making decision.
Background company. Gas Malaysia Berhad was established on 16 May 1992 and its headquartered in Shah Alam, Selangor. The company is responsible for developing and operating the natural gas distribution network across Peninsular Malaysia as the only licensed distribution for piped natural gas to non-power sector. It supplies industry, businesses and homes. In December 2000, Gas Malaysia expanded its services to include pipe LPG, mainly for the residential and commercial use. A key milestone in the growth was a list on the main market of Bursa Malaysia on 11 June 2012. Gas Malaysia Berhad focused on the supply and distribution of natural across Malaysia. Its performance depends on gas demand and how well operations are managed. From June 2024 to June 2025, Gas Malaysia gained 14.88%, while the KLCI fell by negative 5.65%, showing that Gas Malaysia clearly outperformed the market. Its price trend remained above the KLCI throughout the year, reflecting investor confidence In February 2025, the company posted an 8% rise in Q4 profit and announced a 9.6 cent dividend, which supported the stock strong performance. For the chart show, Gas Malaysia Berhad daily price movement from 12 June 2024 to 13 June 2025. The primary trend is upward, supported by higher low and consistent price growth, indicate the strong buyer interest. Some secondary trends short-term pullback were seen in the late April and early June, but they did not change the overall uptrend. As shown in the table, the highest price was RM 4.55 cent and the lowest was RM 3.42 cent, forming the stock trading range for the year. This helped traders identify key support and resistance level throughout the period. That figure showed the daily price movement of Gas Malaysia Berhad with the simple moving average, which is the SMA. As of 13 June 2025, the SMA is RM 4.18 and the current price is RM 4.17, slightly below the 30-day average. This may indicate short-term weakness and mark the selling pressure. If the price stay below the SMA, further downside is possible. However, a move back above RM 4.80 could signal renewed buy strength. For existing investors, it may be wise to consider selling to protect gains. For potential investors, it's better to wait until a clearer upward signal appears. So this figure shows Gas Malaysia Berhad daily price chart with the Bollinger Band. As of 13 June 2025, the upper band is RM 4.35, middle band is RM 4.20, and lower band is RM 4.6. The current price is 4.2, sitting right at the middle band. So, this is indicate the neutral zone with the low volatile and no clear buying or selling pressure. So, the stock appears to be in a sideways consolidation phase. In conclusion, for existing investor, the suggested action is to hold, as there is no strong trend for potential investor. It's best to wait until the price break out above the upper band or below the lower band for a clear signal. For this figure show the daily chart of Gas Malaysia Berhad with the relative strength index, which is RSI. As of 13 June 2025, the RSI is 51.61 and the RSI best moving average is 50.68. This reflects a neutral momentum with a slight upward bias. So since the RSI is far from the overbought zone, which is 70, or oversold zone, which is 30, level, the stock is not in any extreme condition. So the price is moving sideways with no clear trend. For existing investor, the best decision is to hold as momentum is stable. For potential investor, it's better to wait until the RSI approach the extreme and show a clear rebound signal. This figure display Gas Malaysia Berhad daily chart with the stochastic oscillator. On 13 June 2025, the K% line was 60 and the D% line was 34.2. Both values are between 20 and 80, so this indicates the neutral momentum. The stock is neither overbought nor oversold. So, for existing investor, the best move is to hold as there is no strong signal in either direction. And same for the potential investor is also wait or hold and only consider entry if K% move above 80 with a strong buying volume. So for this figure show Gas Malaysia Berhad daily chart with the MACD indicator. So as of the 13 June 2035, the MACD line is 0.006 and the signal line is the 0.011. So a crossover occurred recently, but the MACD remain slightly below the signal line. So this is suggests uncertain momentum with no strong buying or selling signal. So as shown in the table, the best move for existing investor is the hold and monitor price movement, and for potential investor is is also a hold until the MACD cross above the signal line with the strong momentum. As of 13 June 2025, Gas Malaysia Berhad is trading in a sideways and stable range based on 5 technical indicators. 4 indicators suggest a hold and one suggests a sell for existing investor. For potential investor, all indicators show a hold with no strong interest signal yet. According to the table, the overall decision is a hold. Existing investors are advised to maintain their position and monitor any trend change. So, potential investors should wait for clear sign of upward momentum. So, before entering, this approach helps manage risk for the investor while staying ready for a new opportunities.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am Alia Maisala and my track number is 2023698764. I will present about Carlsberg Brewery Malaysia Berhad. Carlsberg Brewery Malaysia Berhad, the company under sector consumer products and services. The company established in 1969 as Carlsberg Brewery Malaysia Berhad, part of Carlsberg Amerika Syarikat with a strong market presence across Asia and Europe. The company was incorporated in December 1969. The brewery in Shah Alam was the first brewery to be built outside Copenhagen, Denmark. The main two activity of the company is manufacturing and brewing beer and licensing and co-brewing agreements. For figure 34, it shows the percentage price performance with a clear visual of Carlsberg Malaysia cumulative gain compared to KLCI. The FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI fell by negative 5.65% during the same period, whereas Carlsberg Malaysia recorded positive 3.05% year-to-date gain according to the statistic performance. Company primary trend is uptrend and the secondary trend is downtrend. Carlsberg Malaysia Berhad is currently experiencing a primary uptrend, reflecting a long-term increase in stock price, possibility driven by strong brand performance, recovery in consumer demand, and consistent dividend payout. There are instances of secondary downtrend, indicating short-term pullback, profit-taking, or temporary negative sentiment. It is crucial for investors to consider both primary and secondary trend when analyzing company performance to make decisions, as this offers a full view of the company performance and future direction. The chart shows Carlsberg daily price movement with simple moving average over the past year. As of 30 June 2025, the price is 19 and the SMA is 19.38. Indicating an uptrend with no crossover. For the decision for existing investor, hold as the uptrend continue with no reversal sign. For the potential investor, wait for a clearer signal like a price bounce above the SMA line. Next, shows Carlsberg daily price movement with Bollinger Band over the past year. As of 13 June 2025, the Bollinger Band for upper line is 19.82, middle 19.48 and lower 19.13. A break below the middle band signals weakening momentum and a potential sell. Decision for the existing investors, sell as the price has dropped below middle band without touching the lower band. For the potential investor, wait as there's no strong buy signal yet. Next, the chart shows Carlsberg daily price movement with RSI over the past year. As of 13 June 2025, the RSI is 58.61, slightly bullish, showing mild buying momentum without a clear signal. Decision for existing investor, hold as the trend shows mild strength with no sell signal. Potential investor, wait for a clear entry such as RSI nearing 30. The chart shows Carlsberg daily price movement with stochastic oscillator over the past year. As of 30 June 2025, K% is 44.44 and D% is 55.05, both in the neutral zone with no strong momentum or crossover. Decision for existing investor, hold as there is no clear signal or crossover. For potential investor, wait as the indicator show no strong entry point. Lastly, shows Carlsberg daily price movement with MACD over the year. As of 13 June 2025, the MACD is 0.114 and the signal line is 0.147. With MACD below the signal line, there is no clear buy or sell signal. Decision for existing investor, hold for now, and potential investor, wait for a clearer entry signal.
On 30 June 2025, Carlsberg Brewery Malaysia Berhad shows a bullish trend with one selling signal among 5 indicators. Overall, existing investor get 0 buy, 1 sell and 4 hold signals. For potential investor, have 0 buy or sell and 5 hold signals. In conclusion, the best decision for both is to strongly hold until clearer signals or breakout confirmation appear.
In conclusion, we have analysed 5 companies, which is Kim Long, Hon Leong, Hapsang, Gas Malaysia and Carlsberg with the 5 same indicators, which is simple moving average, Bollinger Bands, relative strength index, stochastic oscillators and MACD line, which are moving average conversion divergence. Overall, technical indicators that had been used help to identify market trends early for speeds up the decision making. All indicators play an important role as confirmation tools to traders, even it cannot stand alone, but it can influence traders to buy or sell. Significantly, all traders should be more patient, observe carefully, and understand the function of indicators to avoid any misleadiness and mistake.
That's all from our group. Thank you.